So my name's Tony Wilson. I'm a Policy Director at the Centre for Economic and Social Inclusion. So I'm going to just address three questions. Firstly, on what's happening with youth unemployment. Youth unemployment started to rise actually before the recession. It's fallen a bit, but it's still too high. And largely, that's being driven by a couple of things. Firstly, a collapse in the youth jobs market. It's much harder now for young people to find employment than it was a few years ago because the labour market is a lot tougher, it's more competitive, but also because often young people aren't looking for work. So the second issue is that we've slightly lost sight of the importance of ensuring that young people are being supported to find employment, prepare for work and move into work. And that in particular is young people who are in learning as well as outside learning, being supported by Job Centre Plus. And the third issue is we've just got a hugely complicated system that isn't joining up very effectively with too many initiatives and too much going on across different departments. So that's the second issue. The second question really is around what's happening, how effectively is government joining up? And in our view, it's not joining up that effectively at all. We've had probably 3 or 4 major initiatives and about 10 or 15 small ones in the last few years. And we've identified in our research 47 separate funding streams that are supporting young people in learning and work. So simplifying that system, simplifying those structures, and really putting learning and employment at the heart of what we do, and looking at how we remove the potential conflicts between the education, learning and skills systems and local government and national government is key. And that takes me on to the third area really, which is around the sort of priorities for an incoming government. Now, in our view, there are 3 priorities. Firstly, attainment. So we have a system where far too many young people are leaving education without a level 2 or a level 3 qualification. We're a long way behind our European competitors and a long way behind where we should be. About 2/3 of young people who have free school meals leave without a level 2 that includes English or maths. That's far too many. Secondly, on engagement, we have a system that's chasing largely a paper target of keeping young people engaged with some form of learning during the period 16 to 18. What we need actually is one that's more focused around engagement in learning and work and around more personalised and tailored support. And thirdly, we think a relentless focus on youth employment throughout the piece actually. And part of that needs to be thinking about how we can design a youth employment service, an employment and skills service that helps young people find opportunities, whether they're in learning or in work, whether they're in work already or out of work, whether they're 16, 17, 18 or 24. We need to basically try and come up with a system that gets to the heart of how we support young people to look for work, find work and move into work. So those would be my priorities. It's not easy, but actually we're building on quite a lot of initiatives over the last decade or so. It can be done.